This is Thailand. By the end of this video, you will know how much money you're going to need to live here. You'll see everything from what grocery store will be the best for you to the price of a driver's license. You'll even see the cost of a popular gym membership and much more. If you've seen any posts or videos about the cost of Thailand, you might have noticed most people have different answers. The truth gets buried and it might be confusing to find out how much you actually need. I've been living here for about 1 year and I'm going to show you how much money you'll need to live in Thailand. So one of the first costs you might have in Thailand is an ATM fee. If you have a Thai bank account, don't worry about this, but for those who don't have a Thai bank account, it's about a 220 baht fee. So it's good to do like bigger withdrawals, not small amounts of money. Sometimes you might have an exchange surcharge when you're exchanging money from one currency to another. So I recommend using the bank Revolut because they can exchange that for you and it saves a ton of money.
You can sign up with the link in the description. There are many ways to find apartments, hotels, and houses. You can even have a look on Facebook Marketplace.
Just make sure to choose the right location.
You'll probably find that the most exciting way to find your new home will be to just walk around the streets and take a look around. You'll find many signs like this and this. You should easily be able to find an apartment for the price of 5,000 baht a month, or you can spend as much as you want. Remember, this is the monthly cost. Hotels and houses both cost usually upwards of 12,000 baht per month.
Here's a cheeky fact. You'll probably see these in front of most buildings in Thailand. In English, these are called spirit houses. And the Thai name is Samprapum. These have been a part of Thai culture for a very long time, and it's not uncommon to see people put drinks like these and flowers on it to pay respects to the spirits that might live inside. One of the most popular convenience and grocery stores is 7-Eleven. There's plenty of great drinks. They're about 10 to 20 baht each. It's absolutely crazy how many different types of convenient food they have here. These little meals are about 40 to 80 baht each. Just depends on which ones you're getting. The variety is absolutely insane. These meals are actually really tasty. You've probably seen these toasties and burgers as well. They're pretty viral and they are about 30 to 50 baht each, and these little sausages and little bits of chicken are really good for sandwiches. A liter of milk's about 50 baht. And there's much more, but I'll save that for another video if you want. The local markets are probably the cheapest place to get fresh fruit and veggies. Depending on what city or town you're in, they might open and close at different times. I'd recommend checking Google for the markets near you. I found a huge bag of mangoes for only 150 baht. The markets always have a really good variety of fruits and vegetables and herbs and everything else you need. They usually cost between 20 to 70 baht per kilo on average. It just depends where you go. You should definitely take yourself down to a fresh fruit market. You will not regret it. My favorite place to shop is Macro. It's sort of like the Costco of Thailand. You can find everything here from TVs to live fish. It's amazing. They have a really large bakery with absolutely bargain prices. You can find all sorts of stuff here, and the bread is made fresh daily in store. You can get all the different types of bread for about 30 to 100 baht a packet. Chicken's about 72 baht to 100 baht a kilo. Pork's about 120 to 200 baht a kilo. Beef starts at about 200 baht a kilo, but it can be a lot more if it's imported. Shout out to the whole roasted chooks, they're only 120 baht each. Look at these beauties, aren't they just gorgeous? They're so tasty as well. You can get bacon and ham too if you want. The whole shop is just packed with fridges and freezers full of different things. Milk starts at about 45 baht a litre, and cheese starts at about 300 baht a kilo. Macro also has a really large range of fruits and veggies. They are a really good price. You should take a look around when you get here. You'll be able to find all sorts of really tasty food here from all around the world at really good prices. You'll be able to find everything you need for cooking here. Although be aware, a lot of things are in bulk, but not everything. It's a really good place to go if you're living in Thailand, or even if you're just visiting, it's a great experience. And for the fellow Aussies out there, I found 4 and 20 meat pies. What a classic. And they're actually pretty good prices. Be aware, a lot of things are in bulk. Macro just has way too many things to talk about in one video. They even have cleaning things and other healthcare things. Although living in Thailand is really cheap, some people get a bit excited and spend a bit more than they had budgeted. You might end up like this guy. $3. You're going to want to make sure you have some sort of income before moving to any country. I recommend tutoring English on Native Camp. Check it out in the description with the link below. They will train you up for free, and with your first 5 hours, you get a $50 bonus on top of your pay. There are a bunch of different shops to get groceries from. You can also go to Big C and Lotus, and there's a few other places. Look out for shops like this when you're walking around to get rice at really good rates, about 20 baht a kilo, and you can get eggs for about 130 baht for a pack of 30. Tops is a great convenience store to go to get food imported from all around the world. I was quite surprised to see they have a bunch of things from Coles Australia. Look at this robot. I've never seen this before in a shop. You'll be able to find everything you need in Thailand. Between all the different shops, you'll be able to definitely find everything. And it's all at really good prices too. I don't think I've ever spent more than 6,000 baht a month on groceries. And when I spend that much, I'm buying really good stuff. We're at the front of the biggest shopping center in Chiang Mai. Let's take a look inside. You're going to love the shopping centers in Thailand. This one has a movie theater and about 5 or 6 stories. It's absolutely insane. The shopping centers are always super convenient. You will be able to find everything you need at these shopping centers. You could spend a whole day in here and you probably still wouldn't see everything. Walking around these huge shopping centers is an adventure in itself. You will be able to find all sorts of restaurants, and they're all really good prices. There's also a few really tasty buffets. Most of these shopping centers have some really nice food courts. You should definitely check them out. It's not uncommon for these shopping centers to have some really fun events. This shopping center, Central Festival, also has a gym. The prices aren't bad. Mr. DIY has a bunch of really good electronics, tools, and gadgets, and everything is super cheap. Here are some apps you are going to want to get to make your stay in Thailand a lot more convenient. You should be able to find all these on all of the app stores. Lazada and Shopee are similar to eBay or Amazon. Food Panda is really good for ordering food and groceries. When you get food delivered, it's about a 20 baht fee on top. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. Grab and Lineman are really good for ordering food, groceries, and they also have a service like Uber. The average ride is about 60 to 200 baht depending on how far you're going. You should also have a look for Bolt and Maxim. They are just like Uber but way cheaper. You can get motorbikes and cars to pick you up. They all usually have discounts and coupon codes running most of the time, so it's good to check them out. You will find there are many other ways to get around. Another popular way is using a tuk-tuk. The price is always different with these. You might be able to haggle a bit and get the price lowered. I definitely recommend having a ride on a tuk-tuk in Thailand. It is so fun. Riding on the back of these is probably my favorite way to get around. This is called a songtao or rotdeng. Rotdeng means red truck in Thai. They usually cost 30 baht per person unless you make them drive an unreasonable distance. Before driving around yourself, you'll want to get yourself a license. You can get it for a scooter and for a car for pretty good rates. I recommend going to a local driving school to get a license for a scooter or a car. It might cost a little bit, but it's definitely worth it. You will need these documents. You can get the medical certificate from most hospitals, starting at 200 baht. You can get a certificate of residence from the local immigration office. All these prices can vary. You can find many places to rent and buy scooters and cars walking around. You can also have a look on Facebook Marketplace. You'd be surprised on some of the deals you can find on there. You should be able to rent a scooter from 200 baht per day, although in the long run it will be much cheaper to buy your vehicle. Fuel seems much cheaper here than in Australia. So when it comes to getting a visa for Thailand, buckle up because the cost can really vary depending on which one you go for. Now, I'm not a visa expert, I'll be honest, this stuff confuses me too, but here's the rundown. A tourist visa price can vary depending on what country you come from. You might be able to get a visa exemption. A destination Thailand visa or DTV visa will set you back about 10,000 baht or more. Not too bad, but if you're thinking of studying, an education visa will probably cost you a bit more at the end of the day, because hey, you've got to pay for some classes too. To extend your visa, it will be about 2,000 baht. Every visa has different rules about this, so it's good to double check what your visa allows you to do. There's also the Elite Thailand visa. Sounds fancy, right? It's a top tier option, but it will cost you over 100,000 baht a year. Yeah, not cheap. But it's probably the best visa you can get if you're planning to stay long term. Bottom line, it's super important to get the right one, so don't guess. Contact a visa expert and save yourself some stress. There are a few other costs you may have while living in Thailand. Let's start with electricity. It's super affordable, coming in at just 4 to 8 baht per kilowatt hour. How awesome's that? Water's pretty great too, only about 150 baht a month on average. Some places might charge extra for internet. If you get your own, it's upwards of 300 baht a month, depending on what plan you get. Hotels usually don't charge for these three things, but keep an eye out if you're renting long term. Now for the fun stuff. A drink at a bar can run anywhere from 60 baht to over 200, depending on your vibe and taste. And for those curious about the recently legal green lettuce, it's usually about 40 baht per gram, although prices definitely vary based on where you buy it and the quality. So I recommend you have at least 20,000 baht per month after you pay for your visas to make sure you don't run out of money. If you want to live a more luxury lifestyle, or if you're raising a family, you probably want to have more than 50,000 baht per month after your visa costs. Now you probably won't need this much, but it's always good to be safe. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer them. This was my first long form video, so if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. That would really appreciate it and make me motivated to keep making videos. And guys, please let me know what you want to see because I would love to make some more videos for you guys. Peace out.